just this notion that if you're poor, it's because you're lazy and you don't want to work, and just this vitriol. If you have poor health care, poor housing, there's a lot of trauma living in poor neighborhoods because of the violence. So all these things just coming together to influence your physical development, your emotional development, your brain development, your chemical development, your psychological development. So it's just there's a lot of factors that come together that make it really hard for people to get out of poverty.
I'm from Philadelphia, specifically the Hunting Park area. As a child, I didn't realize that we were in poverty. So I didn't realize that only Latinos and only Black people were in the area that I lived in. I didn't realize that our districts were segregated. I didn't realize that the books I received in school are nothing or trash compared to suburban areas. And these are the reasons why I didn't speak proper English. I didn't think that I would be going to college. And it's a shame that when I say Temple University is about 5 or 6 train stops away from Huntington Park, but I didn't know what Temple University was, because that's not a vision for us in poverty.
If you don't put money into education, even if you don't care about poor people and working class people, you're not going to have any kind of economic growth. And one of the messages that keeps coming across is that my hard-earned money in taxes is going for those people in places like Philadelphia and Pittsburgh. And those people is a code word for Black and brown. So the more people see it in those terms, the less likely they are to fund the other.
At 15 years old, I gave birth to my daughter, Liani. She is now 6 years old, and I realized what type of support I didn't have in my community, because it's normal to get pregnant. Well, it's common. People say that it's normal, but it's common. Once I broke into that stereotype, I figured out this is not how I wanted to shape my life. I did not want to be a dropout. I did not want people to see me with my child and associate that with failure. My mom she dropped out of school. She wasn't able to go to college. So she wasn't able to teach me the things that I'm able to teach Liani.
One of the reasons that ghettos have developed in this country, well, there's 2 types of ghettos. There have been ethnic ghettos. So when you go back to like early 20th century immigration, just like, when Polish people came, they settled in this area, Irish settled in this area, because, you come to where your people are, because you speak the same language. So you have those ethnic ghettos. But after a generation, when the kids grow up, they're Americanized and they don't want to live there anymore, they move out. So the ethnic ghettos sort of disappear. But the one ghetto that has not disappeared in this country are Black ghettos. And that had to do with racial segregation.
As I started to become a better parent, I realized what my community was lacking. So now my culture keeps me grounded in what I want to do for my community and the way that I want to inspire.
But I think that we can get rid of poverty, not entirely, but there needs to be the political will. So maybe the first thing is figuring out ways to get that